Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Mariposa Homeschool. In today's video, I'm going to be going over all of my curriculum picks for my kindergartner for the year of 2024-2025. If you are interested, please stay tuned. Hey there, if this is the first time you have come across my channel, then welcome. My name is Jatara, and this is my channel, Mariposa Homeschool, where I like to talk about everything homeschooling and motherhood. If that sounds like something that interests you, I would love for you to go ahead and subscribe to my channel so you can keep an update with what videos I come out with. You can subscribe by pressing the button right down here. And also don't forget to hit that notification bell so you are notified every time I post a new video. I typically post 2 times a week. I would love to have you as a subscriber. Okay, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to today's video. I'm super excited to show you guys what we decided to choose for my daughter's kindergarten year. She is super duper excited to be a kindergartner this year. I can't believe it. I've been homeschooling her since she was 3 years old. So, she's got the routines down. She knows she wants books and pages and curriculum and things to do. She absolutely loves doing school, and she likes to do school every single day. So I have to have a ton of stuff to keep her busy. And I am gonna just go ahead and show you guys what we decided to choose for this year. So the first subject I'm going to start with for kindergarten is going to be math. And once again, if you are familiar with us and the curriculum that we love, it is the Good and the Beautiful this year. Simply Good and Beautiful Math K. This is my daughter's first time using a math curriculum because last year she used preschool, and everything for the Good and the Beautiful preschool is all in one curriculum. It's just preschool curriculum. There's no separate language arts or separate math. But she loved it so much, we decided that we were going to go ahead and stick with the Good and the Beautiful for kindergarten, and we're very excited to use it. I will let you guys know that for Good and the Beautiful, Simply Good and the Beautiful Math K, you do need a math box for this level. So if you decide that you want to use a free version of the curriculum, that is a PDF download, and you will go ahead and download your PDF and print all your pages. For me, I decide that using a binder is what works best for us. This is just a little 1-inch binder. I believe we got this from like Family Dollar or Walmart or something like that. I can't really remember. And you will need to assemble a math box or purchase the math box on the Good and the Beautiful's website. I will link that down below for you guys. Actually, I'm just going to link everything down below for you guys. But yes, so the math box has little manipulatives in there to help solidify math concepts and to play games. There are games throughout this lesson, throughout this curriculum, and it's just showing that math can be fun, different ways that you can use these math concepts. And we used it the last couple years for my son. He loves the Good and the Beautiful math, so I thought there's no other option. We are definitely gonna use Good and the Beautiful for kindergarten. Now, I haven't ever created kindergarten math box, so this was new to me. If you watched my son's level 3, So if you watched his curriculum picks for 6th grade, I will link that up here if you have not watched it already. But I assembled his math box from items all from Temu. That was a couple years ago. For my daughter, I did something similar, but we purchased the items a little bit from everywhere. Now I had extras of these little bags, and this bag did come from Temu, but it was just an extra one that I had lying around that we were not using. And I will show you what else we have inside of her little math box. These are so fun to put together. I think it's so much more fun and so much cheaper. I don't know if it's a lot cheaper, but it is cheaper to just purchase these things yourself, because especially with as much stuff as the Dollar Tree sells these days, it's so easy to put these together. Now, this is a dry erase board. I did purchase these last year from the Dollar Tree. So I had quite a few of these still from last year, year before. Me and my daughter did not use this very much in preschool, so I figured I'd go ahead and put it in the math box so that we would not forget that it was there. It was a resource for us, and we could use it this year for kindergarten. So there's that. In this little container here, the curriculum requires you to have pennies, quarters, nickels, dimes, all the coins, because you're teaching the child the difference between these coins and the value of the money. You're supposed to have real ones, but this is the plain money. We had this from previous years of homeschooling, and we're just going to use this because this is what we had for many, many years. If we need to add to it, we can go through our piggy bank and add to it, but that is what we have in the math box. The math box also requires you to have, I believe it's 15 counting sticks. Now, they're like square little counting sticks. And what we decided to use this year are these colorful popsicle sticks. So we got these from Dollar Tree. They were $1.25 for way more than this, but I just pulled out 15. I think this is 15. Yeah, there's 15 here, and they were just colorful and fun. So I let my daughter choose whatever color she wanted to add to her math box, and just to keep them nice and tidy, I have them all stuck together with a rubber band. So these are her counting sticks. I also have a large version of the counting sticks. Now the math box only requires you to have one set of these, but we had so many of these lollipop sticks that we use for arts and crafts. So I just added these big ones in here too, in case I needed to count with her. I could always use these and she can use the small ones. Beautiful Math K will tell you when you're going to need these items. And we've already used them and they're super fun and she loves them. So we always keep this around with our math. Go ahead and put it in there. And that is everything we use for math. Next, we have language arts, level K. Again, we are going to be using the free PDF download version of language arts and literature, level K. Again, I showed this in my 6th grade curriculum picks, but for the Good and the Beautiful, their language arts include phonics, writing, reading, grammar and punctuation, spelling, literature, geography, and there is an art component in here as well, which I love because this child, she loves arts and crafts, anything artsy. She loves to draw, paint, craft. It's her favorite thing to do. Okay, I'm so sorry, guys. My microphone died and it got really cold because it's getting dark outside. So I had to grab a sweater. So hopefully you guys can hear me okay, because my microphone died and I hate using the mic on my phone. Okay, so back to our curriculum. I wanted to show you guys these reading booster cards. So these are a part of your curriculum with the Good and the Beautiful Language Arts Level K. They're called reading booster cards because they help your child master and get through the lessons a little bit quicker and learn how to read a little bit faster. So there's a couple cards in here. There's actually like 4 of them, I think, that they want you to master before you start the lessons. And these come as a PDF as well. My dear friend, she gave these to me. I'm so thankful that she printed them already. She laminated them. They look beautiful and wonderful, and I'm so happy that she put these together because this is a lot of work. But yes, these will come as a PDF download. You print them. You can do whatever you want with them. You can put them together like a little book like this, like how she did. And you're going to go over these pretty much daily in your lessons. They reference these in your lessons, and they'll say, go ahead and practice your reading booster cards. So I'll show you a couple of them. The first one went over consonants. They want to make sure that your child knows every single letter and the sounds that they make. Also, you start blending. If you guys did not do preschool, no, what is it called? Not preschool. It's called pre-K? Yeah. Primer. Kindergarten primer, I think is what it's called, which we did not. We just practiced these, and she's really good at them now, blending all of her letters with her vowels. And then you get into some CVC words, which we are so excited to do because she's starting to read now. So these are extremely helpful. And again, they come with the curriculum, and the curriculum will let you know when to use these in each lesson. There are also some booster readers, or like little books, that you will get as a PDF download as well. Again, you can download those, print them, laminate them, put them together as a little book. I think I might do that. We haven't started using them yet. We've been using Bob books and these little like other pre-reader books from the library, and she's doing great with them. But once we get a little bit deeper into the curriculum, I probably will print them, laminate them, let her start reading those on her own. So yeah, that is the Good and the Beautiful Level K. So we're gonna move on to history this year. Now, history, we're taking a completely different approach to history this year than we did in the past. We're going to use Knotgrass America the Beautiful as our spine. We started this last year, and we left off right around colonial times, like right before, after Roanoke and that early settlers here in America. So that's where we left off, and that's right where we're going to pick up, right before the American Revolution, or right around that American Revolution time is where we are going to pick up. So what I decided to do this year is use this Knotgrass book, part 1, as our spine. And what I mean by that is we're going to follow the time periods. I'm going to, give them a little bit of information out of here. We're not going to be super strict about this. We're not going to strictly stick to this textbook. like we have in the past. What I wanted to do is follow the same timeline as the Snodgrass textbook, but we're going to be reading our way through history in a very Charlotte Mason-y way, by, renting some living books from the library and just kind of reading our way through history to learn more and more. I did notice that last year, now this is going to be a very gentle introduction to history for my kindergartner. She's only 5. I don't intend for her to retain everything. But my son, who is in 6th grade, we're going to be doing history together. And I noticed that when he does history, he does not like to follow a textbook. He likes to get the information, go down those rabbit holes, ask his questions, and kind of do his own thing. That's really the route that I kind of want to go down for history. I want it to be more child-led and more fun and like an interesting, engaging way for him. Because honestly, a lot of the stuff that I am doing as far as history, I don't remember any of it. So I don't know if they taught it this way. I don't know if information is different. I don't know if I just don't remember, but I don't remember any of this. So I want this to be him being very engaged in it and, remembering what he's learning, because we found some very fun, interesting facts last year. And like, he kind of did his own thing and I loved it. I love that. And like, that is one of my absolute favorite things about homeschooling. I don't just want to set this textbook in front of him and be like, okay, read this, remember these dates, and I want it to be interesting so that I'm like, wow, I really want to learn more about this. And then he takes that initiative to do so. So that's what we're going to do this year. So I've got a bunch of books here. I'm going to show you what I intend to show my daughter, who's in kindergarten. Her brother has some chapter books that he's going to read along with going over some of these picture books. No, don't squeeze it, honey. And, those are separate. I won't show those here, but one of the ones that we're going to be reading is If You Were a Kid During the American Revolution. We actually started out with this one and my kids really enjoyed it. It goes over a story of two cousins, Samuel and Molly, and it goes through a story as if they were in the American Revolution, but they give true facts as well. So my kids really enjoyed this. We read this one already. We're also going to be going over Sacagawea, her true story. I'm excited to read this. I do remember going over Sacagawea. And a lot of these book suggestions I found through Pinterest or just like searching the internet for book suggestions around the early settlers American Revolutionary time period. And that's how I came up with some of these reads. I honestly have not read any of them yet, except for this one, If You Were a Kid in the American Revolution. We didn't read that before, but I don't know. I'm not rating any of these. I'm just letting you know what we're going to be using for history. We also have Dave the Potter, Artist, Poet, Slave. This one won a couple awards. It's won Coretta Scott King Award and Caldecott Honor. Looks really good. Gonna be reading Pocahontas, Her True Story. That, fun fact, is my #1 favorite Disney movie ever. This is also a book we're reading. Our Flag Was Still There. This is the true story of Mary Pickersgill and the Star-Spangled Banner. TikTok Banneker's Clock. That one looks good. A More Perfect Union, the story of our Constitution. And the Star-Spangled Banner. So those are some picture books and just living books that we're going to be reading. I do intend to add more as we go through, but so far this is what we're going to start out with for her age, kindergarten, early elementary. As we continue on in history, I would be happy to show you guys what other books we decide to pick up as we move through the time period. So if you guys want to see that, let me know in the comments below if you are interested in seeing what other history books I decide to pull. Like I said, I don't know anything about these books. I'm just reading reviews online, seeing if I can get a glimpse or like the description of the book, and if it sounds like something that we would be interested in, I go ahead and just reserve it from our local library. So that is what we intend to do for history. For science, right now I have not purchased anything separate for Tatiana's science, but she is in a science class that I actually teach for 4 and 5-year-olds in our co-op. So it's more of a STEM, not just science. What is that? So right now I'm not doing a heavy science focus, but I did purchase a book recently from Paper Pie. If you are familiar with Paper Pie, I purchased a book from them called The Physics of Popcorn, and I will go grab it 1 second. Okay, so this is the book called The Physics of Popcorn, and I purchased this book at a Paper Pie, like a virtual book party. If you have not seen that video, I purchased lots and lots of books. I would love for you guys to check it out and see what you think. I will link that video right up here for you to watch. But what I wanted to do is kind of just take a very gentle, light approach to science this year. She loves doing experiments. She loves hands-on kind of stuff. So I thought this would be a great way for us to get our hands into some science this year. If I feel like we need more of a structured approach to science, I know that The Good and the Beautiful has come out with Little Hearts and Hands for science for those early, like, elementary years. I think it's for preschool through 2nd grade. So I could always purchase something like that later down the line. But we have The Physics of Popcorn. I also have books on the body. Like, there's so many things that we can do without having a structured curriculum. And I feel like she's in kindergarten. We don't have to have, you know, a very structured science curriculum this year. So that's how we're going to start out with science this year. And let me think, what else? Again, for Bible, Tatiana has her own picture story Bible. And we do go over Bible stories and scripture memorization. Other than that, and she does have a baby like VeggieTales devotional that she does. I think for now we're just gonna go ahead and stick with that until I'm ready to purchase something from Not Consumed Ministries. And if you haven't ever heard of Not Consumed, I will link them down below. I love her devotionals, and there's quite a few of them that you do as a family. Actually, I think all of them you do as a family, and I love them. But right now, I just feel like I don't really feel like that is what we need. Right now, I feel like we need to be really focusing on our own spiritual journeys and building our relationship with Christ individually, and that is really what I want my children to be doing. So we're going to be doing Bible side by side all together, but we have our own separate journaling, our own separate Bible scripture memorizations, and our own devotionals that we're doing right now. A read aloud, like a longer chapter book read aloud that Tatiana and I really want to do together is this book called The Christmas Pig. If you know me at all, you guys know that I am a huge Harry Potter fan. So I love the Harry Potter books, and this book is actually written by J.K. Rowling. We seen it at BJ's recently, and I just had to get it. So it is the end of October, and we are going to be reading this together, just her and I, as a longer read aloud. And there are a couple pictures in here. We looked at it before we purchased it, and she was very excited to get it, and we're excited to start reading it. It looks like super cute. I'm so excited. But this is something like one of our, we're going to be trying something new and just doing a longer read aloud with her and I. Her brother's going to be reading chapter books, so obviously because she's in kindergarten, I'm going to be reading this to her, but I thought it would be a super cute, fun way to just introduce her to longer read alouds, because she's never sat and listened to a chapter book before, actually. So we've always given her the option. 9 times out of 10, she usually gets up and runs away when we start stuff like that. So hopefully she will be interested in this one and want to read it. So I wanted to just show you guys this as well. So I believe that is everything. No, it's not. She has a binder. You don't know where it's at? You do know where it's at? Or you don't? Okay. Tatiana has a binder that I created for her at the very beginning of the school year, and it is, I just call it her homeschool binder. It has all kinds of things in there, like the weekly schedule, because she is in some extracurricular, so she knows when she's going to be doing those. Her chore chart is in there, and then I created for her a morning meeting. This was something that I created on Canva, and I did create a video on that. So if you want, you can always go back, search through my videos on how I created homeschool curriculum or documents with Canva. But she lost her binder. I don't know where it's at. It's somewhere in the house, so it's not like lost forever. It's misplaced. We can't find it. But she will be going through that as well. It has things in there like her days of the week in Spanish. There's a calendar that I created in there, her colors in Spanish. What else? We're practicing my phone number, her father's phone number, and our address. So just little things like that you would really want to start teaching your kindergartner. That kind of stuff is in her morning menu, and it'll show up. I'm not too concerned about it right now. If I have to, I can just reprint the documents on Canva. They're saved on my computer. But I don't have that to show here, unfortunately. But feel free to go back through my... I even have a short too. I think there's a short that I posted as well on the morning menu. So yeah, that is everything that we intend on using for kindergarten. We're keeping it short and sweet. We go to the library every single Monday, and we always come back with a reusable bag completely full of books. There's one over here currently with like 10 or 12 books in it. We read and read and read and read all throughout the week. So that is a huge part of our homeschool as well. And Tatiana is very big on writing. So in her free time, she has notebooks, little notebooks, diaries. She just loves to write and draw. So that is something she does all day long as well. Is there anything you would like to add, sweetness? No? Okay. Well, that is everything that we wanted to share with you guys. We hope that you enjoyed this video on our curriculum picks for kindergarten of 2024-2025. If I forgot something, or you guys also want to share what you are using in your homeschool, I would love to know. Please leave them in the comments down below. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already done so. And we will see you guys in our next video really soon.
Bye, guys.
Bye.